The outcome is obviously that it has been struck off the roll, and we're excited about it because we have been complaining that they gave us too little time to respond to their affidavit, and the court is in our favor and obviously at cost. So we will be meeting with our legal team to finalize everything. But
a few moments later.
Illuminate yourself, align to the current affairs, have facts, and be reasonable. Greetings to everyone. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification button so that you can see when the next video is running. Fellow South Africans, on this video we are going to look at the court case at the Johannesburg High Court, which is bearing very bad news for Operation Ndudula. We have seen previously in the Durban High Court where the case against Operation Ndudula was struck out of the roll on the basis of technicality in regard to agency. The case was not struck off the roll because Ndudula was not acting illegally. It was struck off the roll because you cannot make an application in October on the urgent basis on the matter that happened in July and you say it is urgent. If it is urgent, you should have already done that by that time. And some of us have expressed to say that doesn't mean that the matter can still not be brought again. And now the Johannesburg High Court have ruled, Gauteng High Court have ruled that under different reasoning, why, among others, Operation Ndudula have no right whatsoever to go around and ask people for their identity documents. They are not state apparatus. They don't have the right to ask anybody else. They themselves can also be asked about their documentation. Remember, fellow South Africans, in South Africa, the previous report have said 745,000 South Africans have got their identity documents blocked. And Minister Motsoaledi has reported that 6 million South Africans do not have documentation. So it is against the law. If you can remember, when Zandile was making a report that EFF has failed to bring the case against her, she said only the state have got the right to take steps against her for acting illegal. And she has also agreed that what she is doing is illegal. They only acting in that way because the state is not doing anything. And then obviously on that, if you say that, then you have to prove at every different situation what is it that you went to tell the state to do and what didn't the state do. And as a result, what prompted you, what pushed you to take everything into your hands against the state, and how will the state be able to account for people that, among others, where we have seen some of the South Africans like Tiani Rikhotso, whom we know was humiliated openly on the street by a South African woman because Tiani, the South African father, has got a Lesotho woman, but Tiani's child cannot be able to get into the clinic by just an ordinary person, just a normal person. That person is nothing. He cannot even sometimes write his or her name. Fellow South Africans, the ruling is there. And remember, this will go just as far as even this campaign trail that Operation Ndudula is trying to do on saying they will not allow South Africans must be prioritized ahead of non-South Africans. Now, if you cannot be able to ask anybody his or her documentation, how are you going to know who is a South African and who is not a South African? And then we have already seen how after the frontline state issue, Zandile Dabula is suddenly not so much all over the space. And then you can see also all after the Johannesburg JMPD have decided to go and deal with the Dudula, and of course MKP Labor Desk. MKP Labor Desk is also part, and it's empowering Operation Dudula to go on into that. We have seen how JMPD have started to make sure that no such actions of Operation Dudula is happening. Are we going to see Operation Dudula members handing themselves to be arrested by the South African police on their stance, and they believe that they have, after a humiliation in Orlando East, where it's showing that it is not true that South Africans are supporting Operation Dudula, as in other provinces, it doesn't exist at all, and then it only exists in certain parts of Soweto, and we have seen it has been denied in White City. We have seen it has been denied now in Orlando East. We have seen it has been denied in Alexandra, and then we have seen it has been denied publicly in Yeoville. And then they have only decided that in the coming elections, they're only going to contest Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, and Johannesburg municipalities. Is that what reflects their support in the whole of South Africa, or just a social media stand? So remember, just like in the issue of the RAF, fellow South Africans, we have to learn the laws of the country. If for so many years there have been a law of road accident fund that say people will be covered even if they are not South Africans, you can only fight to change that law now, but that law is continue to work. Why are we facing and dealing with the issues that these things happen when we are still in Mars or we're in Jupiter? These laws existed with us here. We know them. Why are we only getting infuriated and emotional as if we have never seen or we don't know them? We can want them to change, but remember, it will not change tomorrow only because you have now developed emotions against foreigners. It will still work. So we've seen people getting played with their emotions, being used by people for their political needs because local government elections are coming. So what are we going to see? Can the Dudula supporters and their cronies come around here, tell us, are you ready to get arrested for what you believe in, and then you can go and stay in jail as a hero?